Hey guys, what's up? I'm Matt, the DIY Prepper, and I got something a little different today. We've been doing the food reviews, thought I'd do something a little bit more fun. Today, we're going to talk about Mora Companion. In my opinion, the best budget survival knife you can find anywhere. Let's talk about why. Okay, so let's talk about this thing. What makes these particular knives so special? The Mora Companion. There is nothing special about this. Why do I like it so much? Well, I'll be honest with you, it's the fact that it's not special. It doesn't do anything other than be a knife. This knife right here is simple. There's no switches, no dubers, not some kind of crazy stainless steel that's going to be extremely difficult to sharpen in the field. It's got that nice rubbery handle. I'm not going to slip. I'm not going to go forward on the blade. It's a relatively straight. The tip is in relative alignment with the handle. I can push on things if I need to pierce it. I did have to go back here and take a file and square off the edge of that spine. I did that, man, it'll rip sparks off of a ferro rod like you've never seen. The sheath. I guess if there is a bad thing about this, it is the sheath. The sheath works perfect. I mean, it doesn't come out of there, but it's kind of cheap. That's all there is to say about it. It works good. It would be better if the belt loop was articulated. But aside from that, I don't have any problems with it. I mean, it's a knife, and it does a perfect job of being a knife. Aside from the Mora Companion, there's the 511. Right here. A little bit smaller, and it doesn't have the rubber overmolded handle, and the blade profile is a little bit different. It's a little bit thinner blade, solid plastic handle, but it gives you a good grip. You've got problems if this is flying out of your hands. The sheath, same deal. Okay, I'm not even going to ask about it because I know everybody's going to want to know if this thing will throw sparks off of a ferrocerium rod. What more do you want? It does great. It lights it right up, no problems. Go ahead and let that burn. Nothing beats that old dryer lint. Another thing I do is, if you'll see my ferro rods, I buy these 1/2 inch stock in bulk, and then I cut them off to the length that I need, and then I wrap them with Gorilla Tape. I've never, ever, ever had a handle stay on a ferro rod, ever. They all come off. I don't care who makes it, the expensive ones, the cheap ones. That's not going to come off. And as an added bonus, I get to have a little bit of duct tape there if I need it. Use that for a flame extender or, many other things. Okay, somebody's going to ask about carving and whittling chores. And these spoons right here, let me scrape off this. I actually carved with this knife in particular. They're nothing special, but they work, and we actually do use them in the kitchen. I just made these out of a piece of pine that I had, but there's no reason why this wouldn't work with whatever type of wood you chose. That Scandi grind really gets in there and shaves off beautiful curls. Get that rounded out just the way you like it. Even across the grain there. I'm cutting across the grain. It just pulls it right off. And these will do, any of your camp chores, these will definitely take care of. It took me, I'm kind of slow at this, I'm going to say it probably took me a couple hours to carve both of these. But the Mora Companion did it no problem. As far as what I sealed these with, I just took some vegetable oil from the kitchen and rubbed it in nice and neat. And that's all I did. And we've been using them, and they seem to work just fine. I don't have any complaints with them. One benefit to having a knife that the spine is nice and squared off on is when you buy a new axe or a hammer or anything with a wooden handle, any tool with a wooden handle, the handles are all mass-produced. And with mass-produced handles, they don't ever fit anybody quite right. And while you're using it, you'll notice a spot that's maybe a little bit not shaped the way you like right here. This area is a little bit pointed for me. It just kind of makes a hot spot. So what I'll do is I'll take that knife and I'll just kind of shave it down a little bit. You see how it's pulling those shavings off? I'll just shave it down a little bit right in this area. And you'll want to go, with the grain. You'll be able to tell. And it doesn't take long. Do that for a little bit and it'll take that hump off. And you save the edge on your knife. And yeah, that already feels a lot better. It's not near as pokey feeling on my hands, I guess. Down in here, I kind of like a little bit more belly to that. So once again, I'll just take it and shave some of that out. So, like I said, I don't know what it is about this knife. I've got a drawer full of $100 knives. And that's where they'll always be. They'll be in a drawer. I don't use them. I don't know why. But something about this little less than $20 knife, and I'll post a link in the description below. Check it out and order it off of Amazon. It's one that I'm not incredibly worried about. I mean, I want to take care of it, and I do take care of it, but if I break it, it's not like I broke a $100 knife. If I leave it laying somewhere, it's not like I lost a $100 knife. It's just a knife that works, and it's uneventful, and that's what makes it so incredible. The sheath, I mean, it just works. What more do you want to know? Well, hey guys, I appreciate you watching. Be sure and hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and don't miss our $5 Prepper series. I'll post a card up above for the playlist that it's going to show up in. And until next time, be safe.